right now I'm going to talk about my own experience, okay, and the word that describes and defines my experience that I went through in 2014. I have spoken about three different words, okay. One is jnana, which is enlightenment, okay. The second is mukti, which is liberation. The third is non-dual Advaita, which is non-duality. First of all, let us understand the difference between these three words, okay. Jnana and enlightenment is different. It is a very, very generic word. Mukti or liberation is somewhat specific, but still it is very, very generic, okay. But when we talk about non-duality or Advaita, this means only one thing. Please take some time to consider these three words: jnana or enlightenment. I mean, jnana is the Sanskrit word, enlightenment is the English translation, okay. The second is mukti or moksha, these are Sanskrit words. The English translation is liberation, literal translation. The third is Advaita, is a Sanskrit word. The literal translation is non duality. When I say the word enlightenment or jnana, it is not very, very specific. For example, there is something called Sangeeta Jnana, okay, which means that you know something about music. If you talk about English, we talk about like scientific enlightenment period, okay. It talks about advances in science, okay. So neither jnana nor enlightenment is something very, very specific. It is a very, very vague word. You can have a jnana about anything, okay. Jnana or enlightenment it both of them means the same thing, okay. You can have you can be enlightened about anything. You can have jnana about anything. Let us come to the second one, okay. Liberation, which is mukti or moksha. You can be liberated about anything, okay. For example, you are in a prison. If you come out of the prison, you are liberated. You are working in a job that you don't like. If you resign the job, you are liberated, right? So, both jnana and mukti or moksha can have different meanings and different connotations. Do you understand things about stage? Okay, a very important stage in their spiritual progress. Some people use the jnana, atma jnana, okay, spiritual enlightenment. That is the English translation, right? That can mean anything. Some people use the word moksha or mukti, okay, jivan mukti, jivan moksha, and the equivalent word in English is liberation. That can mean anything, okay. Even liberation means freedom. For example, India got liberated from the British rule, right? But when you speak about non-duality or Advaita, it means only one thing. That is exactly why I like this word, okay, non-duality. It cannot mean any other thing at all, okay. And I will tell you one thing: if you have experienced non-duality, you will know it for sure. Keep this in mind, okay. If you experience non-duality, you will know this for sure, okay. But after experience non-duality, your life may be pleasant. Sometimes it might be even unpleasant. But even during that unpleasant episode, you will if somebody asks you, okay, if somebody who is spiritually aware asks you, okay, are you experiencing non-duality, you will say yes. This is the truth about non-duality. You can never ever, for example, you can be confused about enlightenment, you can be confused about liberation, but you can never ever be confused about non-duality, okay. In my experience, I never ever had any doubt about non-duality, because somebody one day one person commented, okay, maybe you are not awakened, maybe you are not enlightened, okay, that's okay, but I have experienced non-duality. No, 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 you didn't even experience non-duality and started talking about, like, a lot of maybe he learned some Advaita Vedanta. I don't know. Okay. Okay, there is a comment here. But there is no guarantee that the non-dual state will continue for 24 bar 7. Who told you? Okay, I am having non-duality 20. This is exactly what I'm saying. Okay, I will tell you one thing. First of all, I am a very very honest person. Okay, I try to document whatever I go through spiritually. I'm experiencing non duality 24 bar 7. Underline the word non duality. Non duality does not say that you will be absent of pain, it doesn't say that you will not experience pain, it doesn't say that you will not be angry, it doesn't say that you will be perfect, it doesn't say that you are God. It simply says that there is no duality. In my experience, for the last 10 years, this is my state. I am a non duality. There is no doubt. Nothing that happened in the last 10 years has given me a second thought about non duality. See, the thing is, you have to accept this as a fresh thought. If you trust me, if you trust that I am speaking only my experience, I don't want to fool anybody else. I don't have any agenda behind this. I don't want to become, I don't want to portray myself as somebody who's a saint or guru. I'm a normal person, but one thing that I have experienced is non duality. And I'm still experiencing 24 bar 7. Okay, let me be very, very clear. This is truth, nothing but truth. Okay, people can people can comment. Okay, somebody is asking, if there is no duality, why does the want arises? You should be complete, no need to want anything. The question states that you do not understand non-duality. It does not mean the want will not arise. You will still feel hungry, even if you talk about Advaita Vedanta. Okay, so what do you talk about want? Okay, what kind of want are you talking about? Okay, let me read your question again. Okay, if there is no duality, why does the want arises? You should be complete, no need to want anything, right? Yes, yes. So yeah, there should be a feeling of completion, but you have a body. The body wants something. You have to eat. You have to sleep. Now, okay, let me ask you a question. Okay, please go ahead. Okay, I don't mind whatever you say. Okay, so if somebody feels hungry and somebody feels sleepy, or if somebody feels hot, if somebody, because all these things are related to the body. Of course, a person who is living in non-duality 24 bar 7 is not identified with this body. Okay, but he still has the body, right? So yeah, please comment further, because I think you are very very active here, because you already made three comments. Okay, if somebody is active, I am very very happy to answer those questions. Okay, but why need a body in the first place? Why is there even a need to be? I don't understand your question. Okay, I don't really understand your question, because I will tell you one thing. I have met a lot of people who are who are in this who are into this Advaita Vedanta. Okay, what they what they do is they take it so seriously. In fact, in Advaita Vedanta itself, there is called something called as Paramarthika Satya, and then there is something called Vyavaharika Satya, and there is another reality. Okay, there are three different realities. One is there is absolute reality. The other is there is relative reality, and then there is a dream reality. Many people stick with this absolute reality. They don't they don't pay attention to the one thing that I can tell you is, whatever that I'm telling you right now, it is according to the scriptures. But I will also tell you one more thing. Okay, I am not telling these things just I am not telling you these things because they are in agreement with the scriptures. I am telling you these things because it is true in my experience. Okay, but I found out the same thing when I read the scriptures, especially Adi Shankaracharya's commentaries. Okay, So why maintain a body in the first place? Body is to fulfill wants and needs, right? Body is there to fulfill one's vasanas. Okay, let us don't let us not introduce terms like vasanas right now, because we are discussing it in a very very simple way. So body needs some energy to maintain itself, right? So we feel hungry, we feel sleepy, and there are a lot of things that body needs, like we need water and everything, right? But I don't really understand the point that you're trying to make. The body needs it, so what? Tell me, okay? Please tell me, okay? I think I should. If there is no duality, why does the want arises? There is no duality, but you feel hungry, you eat. Okay, there is a Zen proverb. Okay, the completion of Zen says, okay, there is a proverb in Zen. Okay, if you if you are hungry, you eat. If you're if you're sleepy, you sleep. Okay, so non-duality doesn't mean that you transcend your bodily needs. Okay, your body is still body. Okay, your body still needs energy, your body still needs rest. What is the conflict between this and what I am saying? Please be very very clear. Okay, so when you say why maintain a body in the first place, do you want me to commit suicide or what? Okay, why maintain the body in the first place? Please be very very clear. I don't first of all understand your question very carefully. Okay, I'm not making fun of you, I'm laughing because because for me